that, I'm not there just because, whatever. But, yeah, as for Sean working for me, John, I've got no work for him. This is Australia. We have sugar cane. He knows nothing about sugar cane. I don't have cotton down here, okay? So he's no fucking good to me. And that's not a racist comment either. That's me trying to give him work, all right? So knock that shit off.
Well,
yeah, but the cover's going to be my glutes, and it's going to be called "This Is the End." My glutes and his tongue.
Everybody. Lee, did you ask him about why he's?
Yeah. I got one final question for Lee Priest. Lee, Cody Montgomery, who is a 3-time teen national champion, a record that will probably never be beaten. He also won the USA Championships in his first open show in the amateur division. He's never lost as an amateur. He did the Arnold Classic as his pro debut. He was 8th there 2 years ago. He just announced on the RX Muscle Live with TV show that he is going down to classic physique. What impact does that decision make, and why do you think someone of his caliber at only 23 years of age would do something like that?
What impact has it made? Fucking zero. Did anyone watch that episode you fucking did of RX Muscle, him telling that? Wow, stop the fucking presses. Cody Montgomery's going down to fucking whatever class. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Fucking hell. That's fucking breaking news. That's right up there with fucking Oprah running for president. Let me fucking put that in my books. Well, when's he going to compete? I want to make sure I'm home to watch it on Skype or online. Who cares? Who cares? I haven't even heard of Cody's name. Nothing against Cody as a competitor, but I haven't really even heard about him. If someone like Phil Heath said he was going down to a division like that, okay, it might be making news, but Cody, who cares? I'm going fishing in half an hour. That's just as exciting fucking news as him going down to a fucking weight class. Jesus Christ. First Louis Marco, now it's fucking Cody Montgomery. Are you fucking hard up for stories, John? Fuck me, man.
Well,
let's talk about John's beanie. That's a nice beanie you got on, John. It's just as fucking interesting as the Cody story, for fuck's sake.
And it's useful. It's fucking cold here. So
well, Lee, one of the reasons he cites is that he felt that,
he sucks. He sucks. That's one of the reasons he sucks. He sucks as a bodybuilder. He's going to try the next class. If he doesn't go good there, he'll go down to board shorts. If he doesn't do good there, he'll get a sex change and do fitness. Big fucking deal. If he doesn't do good there, he'll just be a washed-up bodybuilder and have a heart attack and die, and they'll blame the steroids. There's Cody's life mapped out for you.
And that's why we call this Iron Rage. Lee?
I'm raging! Fucking steroid
rage! There's too much truth in what he says. Yeah. That's the problem.
See, he probably shot up right before the interview, John, right? Yeah, and then he smoked some weed, probably, too.
It was instant. The
insulin, yeah. He did his Milos pre-workout insulin shot.
Yep.
Hold on, I got to calm down now.
I think it's the tattoo removal. It's too close to his brain, John. Maybe he's getting, damage.
Once you start the tattoo removal, the tattoos, the ink starts going into your system, so maybe it's gone to my fucking head.
Good, huh? It's a short trip.
Yeah.
But if you want to do an interview on that on RX next time about my tattoo removal, I'm sure it'll be more interesting than Cody and fucking Louis.
Yeah, we should take a camera into your.
Oh my God!
Actually, this Sunday I'm actually cutting my grass with a mower. You want to fucking film that? That'll be more fucking interesting than Cody and fucking Louis Marco.
You got to fly that model airplane again. That was fun.
I was flying a kite the other day. I actually brought this new kite. It's actually a ship with 10 different sails on it. So when I go fly that'll be more interesting than Cody. Lee flying a fucking kite. Fuck's sake.
Lee, do you take pain?
I'll fly the kite while I'm taking a fucking shot. How's that? If you want to get on fucking RX.
Do you take pain?
Like Vegan Gains and all these other dickheads that come down on bodybuilders saying drugs this, drugs that. Those are the type of people I've always said, why did they even follow the fucking sport? I have no idea, unless they're just, like I said, sitting behind their computers, jacking off at oily men in posing trunks. It's the only reason they would follow the sport, because they're so negative on it. And you look at everyone like those people who do come down on it, it looks like they've never been in the gym. Look at Vegan Gains. When did he walk into a gym? Even you had Louis Marco on. Okay, he's a good guy and this sort of thing, but look at his physique. These people that sort of follow the sport and critique the sport look like they've never seen a gym in their life. And it's like I comment on that post when you had Louis on, and Louis like, well, Dave, I couldn't come on because I was depleted. It's like if that guy depleted down, he'd turn inside out. He's so fucking skinny. It's like depleted from what? It's like, fuck me dead.
Half the dickheads that are in gyms now would have been dragged out in the 80s and fucking had their heads belted in outside the gym the way they fucking carry on. It's like, fuck. It's like there's so many prima donnas down there. They already come into the gym with their weightlifting belts on, or they've got their little fucking stringy tank tops on as soon as they fucking walk in, looking like shit. Because they just looks like they just came out of 12 rounds of fucking chemotherapy with their fucking tank tops on into the gym. It's like, fucking cover up. And then they come into the gym when I'm training and turn the fans off because the little prima donnas are cold because the wind's blowing on. The fan's too cold. Was put a fucking t-shirt on so I don't have to look at your fucking acne covered back and no muscle. So they just don't. Like I said, they don't train hard because they're scared of it, and their idea of training hard isn't hard. Or then you get the ones that say, well, I don't want to train too hard. I don't want to get too big. I could get big if I wanted, and then it comes down to the drug talk and all this other shit. And that's another thing when people say, well, you take drugs, you don't have to train as hard. I'm like, fuck off. You have to train just as hard, if not harder, when you're on gear. My training never changed being on or off. So the whole, well, you don't have to train as hard because you're using gear is a whole lot of bullshit. So I don't know, but I just think people these days just get lazier and they just don't know what really hard training is.
I got news for you. The men's physique guys use more drugs than the bodybuilders of the 90s did.
Yeah.
Now, people might not find this popular, but men's physique, a lot of them are just guys who wanted to be big, freaky bodybuilders and couldn't. They're taking just the amount of drugs. They couldn't get big and freaky to compete in the pros in the open bodybuilding. So they think, well, fuck, I've got to do men's physique or classic physique because they don't believe this shit that they're not taking any less drugs than the other guys. The thing is, they are taking as much drugs, but that's as much as they can develop. So they've got to do that class. So it's like we're making classes for people who can't become true bodybuilders now. So suck on that, people.
On that note, that's going to take us to the end of another episode of Iron Rage.
Long live Louis Marco. Long live Louis.